We're continuing through Psalm 25, and this week I'm going to be pre-recording, and I need to be a bit briefer, and so you probably can benefit from the extra few minutes as well. And so I want to pick it up in verse 8 today. Our real focus is on verse 12 and forward, but this paragraph goes from verse 8 down through verse 14. So read it with me. Good and upright is the Lord, therefore will he teach sinners in the way. The meek will he guide in judgment, the meek will he teach his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth, unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. That's where we left off Friday. And here's where we pick up today. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. Oh, there's so much wonderful truth here. So think about it with me. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Who is the? Show me the man that chooses to fear God. Now, the word fear is not terror, being terror-stricken, but it is humility before the Lord and reverential awe of God. It's submission to God and his ways and his plan. And in a New Testament 21st century view, it's the reception of the gospel. It would be to fear or to reverence God's way of salvation. And so he says, what man is he that has that posture, that kind of relationship with God? That's the man that God will teach in the way. Well, Jesus said, I am the way. Okay? So you have to understand, ancient Hebrews would have been very familiar with these kinds of passages. Lord, teach me your way. Sinners will he teach in the way. What man fears the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way. So then Jesus stands up as the Messiah and says, I am the way. And they would have connected all of this. That's why they would have been so offended at him, because these were exclusive, massive truths, massive claims. Okay? When Jesus said, I am the way, he's saying that way that God is doing things and that way that God's going to lead you to and in, that's me. So him shall he teach in the way, and in the way that he shall choose. And I would say there's probably two applications here. The way that he shall choose is the gospel way, okay, the way of salvation. But then there's a personal application and kind of a practical everyday application, and that is the way that God chooses for my life. God has a roadmap. God has a plan. He has a script, and he's going to instruct me in that way. The implication is, who would want to miss it? Who wouldn't want in on it? Because God is so good. But the man that finds it, the man that understands it, the man that walks in it is the man that is humble before the Lord. Now look at the results. His soul, that man, his soul shall dwell. There's a permanent state here. It's a permanent fixed condition. His soul shall dwell at ease. The idea of ease is to be good and well-pleasing and to prosper. It's a flourishing soul health. This man, however God leads, his soul is going to flourish. Oh, my friend, how I wish I could spend more time unfolding the fact that our ways do not create flourishing souls, but God's ways do. And God's ways for you, his script for your life, even if surely it's not the script you would write, neither is his script for my life the script that I would write. But having yielded over my script and walking on his script to the best of my understanding, I find that his ways cause my soul to flourish. His soul shall dwell at ease. It's an emotional and a spiritual and a psychological rest and health and contentment and flourishing. And his seed shall inherit the earth. So that man is going to be able to teach his children the gospel, teach his children how to have a flourishing soul. And those children will inherit all the blessings of God and eventually a new heaven and a new earth in a new kingdom. Wow, what great truth we have to start this week off. So my friend, meditate on this today. The man that fears the Lord. I hope that's you. I want that to be me today. That man can expect God to teach him in the way that he chooses for that man. And God's way will cause that man to have a soul that dwells at peace and at ease and at rest in flourishing health and contentment. So be that person today. Let God lead you and teach you. And I'll see you tomorrow.